the video no one wants to make. And it's not clickbait. Y'all, I'm making a video. Anyways. Hey, anyways. It's not clickbait. I did relapse. I think more than anything, it's feeling guilt and shame of going against my promise. I set out this huge goal of 365 days, right? Not watching porn, not hooking up, semen retention, not lusting over females. And already the streak wasn't perfect, right? Already during this streak, I downloaded dating apps, deleted them, and re-downloaded and deleted them. And already playing with fire here and there, right? Did a challenge of seeing if I could watch porn and not get triggered. This kind of just testing myself with fire before eventually thoughts, kind of like Inception, right? You place a thought in your head, and the moment that thought is in the head and you kind of feed that thought, it grows and it enters into subconscious. And more than anything, I really hate the guilt of just not being who I know I can be. And it transpires just the relapse to NoFap. I'm better than this. And here's how the relapse went down. So I did my race. I went a respectable distance, 54 miles, 13 hours. And then 14th hour, I was struggling because night times, that's my kryptonite. And just headed back to camp and called it a day there. Really supportive. And it was a fun time. Got home late, went to sleep, woke up early. I was already physically tired, and sometimes being physically tired can also affect the mind. When the mind's also physically tired, it all connects. So as mentioned in one of my previous videos, I had this opportunity to hook up with this person that I didn't find attractive. I just wanted a release kind of thing. And that thought alone kept ruminating in my head till eventually today, I just didn't care. I was so just tired, and I just didn't care. And that's a bad mindset to be in, because so it's like I hooked up, and the whole time I was there, I was like really trying. I was just like, okay, I'm not gonna have sex. I'm just gonna do the foreplaying stuff. Just like play with the stuff. I'm not gonna get graphic. Too much TMI. But long story short, I was really trying hard not to release. But this time around, I'm gonna be more strict on myself of what counts as a relapse and what doesn't. And set parameters for this journey. I'm still gonna document myself because I do it for myself. I do it to journal how I'm feeling daily. And like every time after a relapse, every time I set these huge goals and I don't do it, I go back to the drawing board and I'm like, I gotta go harder. I gotta be more focused. I gotta just work harder, outwork. I get more dialed in because I'm like, I don't want that. I do not want that. It's like, I don't want to, there's certain things I just don't want to go back on. It's like pissing me off sometimes. And I don't know, just this numb feeling just washes over me of, I just did that. And I mean, it's not saying that, like, this person's a nice person and not there's nothing, I can't even form words and sentences right now. And I, as much as I let you all down, which it kept me going, right? I'm like, damn, I have a channel. I made myself a promise of 365 days and beyond, of course, and celibate for life. And I made promises to myself, and the biggest promise is to myself, and I broke that. And I just don't know. I mean, this wave of like numbness washed over me, and it's like I don't care, right? So I did it. I was like, damn. So 34 days I've released, and 200, or maybe even 300 now. So in the grand scheme of things, like but just, I don't know. Brain fog, lack of focus, just tired. I'm just tired of being a half-assed person. I just want to be a guy in this world that makes promises and keeps the promises. I just want to leave it all out there. It's kind of like I don't have to achieve every single goal I set myself, whether that's insane endurance events, physique goals. I just want to be consistent. I want to fall in love with the journey of trying to get to those goals. It's not about achieving all those goals. And I'm so grateful I went 160 days. That's incredible. And at my 90 days was the longest I went previous to this. And it has always taken me a long time to get back on a decent streak of semen retention. But when I fall, I do take the time to like internalize it. And I put a lot of pressure on myself. I've only got one life, and I do want to get the most out of it. And sure, a part of my ego wanted to keep growing this community and channeling, like get monetized and all that. And I understand like me starting right back from day one isn't what people want. I want to be a role model to myself, to the guy that I'm looking at right now making this video. And if you want to start with me, we're going all the way. Not just NoFap. It's never been about just NoFap. And I just want to do more. Simple as that. It's not just NoFap. There's not much to say. There's not much to say. I'm just numb. That's pretty much it. And when I'm in a attitude of not caring anymore, I just order takeout. It's all a slippery slope. We know how it is. And I just gotta like switch this mindset to get right back on track. And I know it's only one day, and it does. It takes it out of me. It just, physically, I guess I'm physically fine. But I mean, physically I'm tired too, because I just had that long race, 54 miles. I mean, maybe you can see the difference. It's just like, I feel drained. I let myself down. And that's the biggest, I don't even know what to say. Other than, we're gonna get right back on track tomorrow, day one. As if nothing happened. Okay, so not as if, I'm always gonna remember that pain, of course. I have this to to go back on. I just gotta go harder. gotta push myself more. As I always keep telling myself, I can't have days off. I can't. Maybe the average person can. But in order to get to where I want to go, it's going to require a lot of sacrifices, a lot of early mornings, late nights, less sleep, and I'm not going to live a balanced lifestyle. So it's going to be balanced according to me. But like my journey that I want to go on, it's going to take a lot of sacrifice, a lot of just doubt, a lot of pain. And I don't think anyone wants that for their life. But that's where I learned the most about myself, is pushing myself in these endurance events, setting these challenges, just where I can come face to face with like me. Because I learned the most about myself in those situations of this sucks, but I gotta do it anyway. Sitting for 58 hours straight, meditating. That sounds just enthralling to me. I don't know if that's a word, but just those kind of things. Just like, how much can I learn? How much can I learn about this body, and how flexible can I get? How strong can I get? How can I manipulate this body in a sense of like handstand push-ups while still being flexible, while still having this insane cardiovascular system? Like, what is possible? It's just that curiosity of what is possible that's just, it's eating away at me. Yes, I'm going to title my videos NoFap. Just to follow along, just so you all can follow along, but I let you all down, I let myself down, and I don't know what to say. If I could cry, I would cry, but I'm just numb, right? I'm numb to emotions. Crying, I miss crying. I miss feeling. And I was slowly starting to feel again on this journey. Not to say that this one relapse is getting rid of all my feelings, but just going against my word. So much I need to work on. So much I need to work on. Like, this is going to be a daily grind, and I love it. I honestly love it. Like, I'm looking forward to every day, and I'm extremely grateful. I am extremely grateful. You might not see this, like you might say, hey, don't beat yourself up, you just want 150 days. I'm extremely grateful. I am. I'm extremely grateful I went 150 days. I'm extremely grateful for like this community of growth. I'm extremely grateful for everyone that subscribed, everyone that commented, everyone that left a negative comment, left a positive comment, the likes, the dislikes, the shares. It's just, I am extremely grateful for this community. The people who are subscribed might drop a bit. Might get some hateful comments. That's okay. But I'm gonna keep making videos. I owe myself that. Instead of taking an extended break, which I do sometimes. But these videos help me. Helps get whatever's in here. It's my form of journaling. It's how I process things. And get right back up tomorrow. Day 1 of 365. Honestly, yeah, I do want to do day 1 of 365. I was going to say day 1 of infinity, just day 1, day 2, day 3, day 365, day 700, but it's one day at a time. And I know, I said I would be celibate for life, and an opportunity showed up. I gave it too much focus and attention. And I tried so hard not to bust. But it isn't about just not busting. A relapse has to be the moment I entertain those thoughts. A thought is cool, like we're going to have these thoughts. But the moment I do an action according to like who I don't want to be, as far as like entertaining the thought of sex, texting back, planning something, it's all a downhill spiral. That relapse happened as soon as I decided that. And so what I'm getting from this is more hard parameters of what a relapse is. Entertaining thoughts, looking at images a bit too much, and it all kind of plays, it all grows until eventually I'm either PMOing or I'm hooking up. And this NoFap journey, it isn't even about that. Also, it's just about like everything, man, everything, from the lack of meditation, the lack of consistency, I've learned a lot from this journey. I've grown a lot. My interactions with myself has grown. My mental chatter has grown. I've grown so much that I am not the same person I was back when I started. Day zero. Back when I started this whole NoFap lifestyle, essentially, back when I was 18, of just learning who I was. And I'm not going to be the same person today as I am in the future. And anyways, I'm sorry to ramble. I'm sorry to let you all down, but we're going right back at it after tomorrow. So, nothing more I can say. I love myself there. And I hate it.